In this video, we are going to continue our skipping our player. So now we are going to move our player. For doing that, we need to make an update function. Inside of the update function, I will write move. And as you see, it's become a red line here because our update function wants to find the move function, but we cannot find it. That's why. And then we need to remove this box or this error. We need to make a new function here down, void move. So now this error is gone. So inside of the mover, we are going to write float x is equal input dot get axis parenthesis, and inside of that horizontal with the big H, and then multiply by the mover speed. Now we need to get the axis of the Z. So we will write the same code. I will, with Control C, I will copy it and paste it here. Instead of horizontal, I will make it vertical. What is actually the input get axis? Input get axis within the value of the virtual axis identified by axis name. Okay, and what is the horizontal and vertical? Where can I find them? Let's save it and going back to our game. When we open our edit project setting, you see there is the input manager. I make it a little bit here. And when we open the axis, we have horizontal and vertical. Horizontal is defined for the left and right, and vertical is for the up and down. Okay, so we say our script to go to the input manager and get the axis of the horizontal and vertical. So now let's close it, going back to the game. And the value will be between -1 and +1. -1 for the left and down, and +1 for the up and right side. And after we get this value, we want it to multiply it by mover speed, going to the right or left, or also up or down. And now when we save it, so I will delete them. When we save it, I'm going back to the game. When we play, still our player cannot move because we have lack of something. See, when I push any buttons for up and down, nothing will happen. The reason we need to use the velocity for moving our player. So for doing that, we need to come to our move function. Here down, we write weak dot velocity is equal to new vector 3 x, and we don't want any change in the y position. That's why we write here weak dot velocity dot y. So we use the same y, we don't want any change in the y position, and then we want to change the z position. And as you see, we already defined the x here, so that's why we write it here, and also z, we write it here, and our rigid body dot y, we don't want any change on it, so we didn't define it. Now when we save it and going back to our game, we play it, still our player will not move, and the reason that we didn't give it the mover speed, that's why we use the mover speed in our script. Now when we gave it, for example, 2, it is 2 meters per frame, our player will go up and down, left and right. Make it 4, he will move faster. Now let's go back to our script. Our movement worked fine. So velocity in the unity is a units per seconds, and it's often we call it the meters, and it's in the speed of the XYZ position. So now in the next video we are going to work on our camera. But before I stop the video, I want to show you what will happen if we didn't write this move function here. So then we save it, going back to the game. When we play, we cannot move our character because didn't call it in update. That's why we need to, in update function, we need to call the move function. So see you in the next video.